Welcome back, Internet Walls. Today I'm going to be reviewing the SH Figuarts Amazing Spider-Man 2 from Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's get to it. Here is the SH Figuarts Amazing Spider-Man 2 from Spider-Man No Way Home. And he's in a good looking package. You can see him clearly through the plastic there. Has their brand logo, SH Figuarts, the Amazing Spider-Man, and some more of their brand name. A lot of language I cannot read from Asia. Some good looking photos of Spider-Man in cool poses. And warning, and for ages 15 and up. So let's take a closer look at him out of the box. Here he is out of the package, looking pretty dope in this pose. So we'll take a closer look at him after we look at his accessories. Here are all of his accessories he comes with. He comes with these web grabbing hands. You can see the camera. Okay, there we go, the camera zoom focus. So he can hold the web. And unfortunately he does not come with fist hands, so you have to use these as fist hands too. And he comes with these wide open wall crawling hands. Oops. And more closed in wall crawling hands. So you have two options of wall crawling hands. I like these a lot better for wall crawling hands. The wide open one. And he comes with these pointing fingers for the Spider-Man meme. He comes with these relaxed hands. You can have him chilling out on the sofa. And last of all, he comes with thwipping hands. You see pretty good detail on these. Hang on, the camera will focus. Come on. Focus. Anyway, a pretty good detail on these. He comes with a short web line. The short shooting web and two long shorting webs and one long swinging web for him to hold. Now let's take a closer look at the figure himself. Okay, here is the Amazing Spider-Man figure out in the open. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at what this figure is all about. So here are his hands that he comes in the package with, which is the only type of hand that is the closest to the punching fist, because he doesn't come with punching fist for some reason, which is a bummer because Spider-Man needs punching fist to get his business done with the bad guys. So these are his web swinging hands, or web grabbing hands. You just want to put this in the hole that is in his hand, just like that, and you have it that way or any which way you want it. Make it go up like this, like he's pulling down on something. Like this, see? which you can do with both. And it's a little harder to get it to go in from the top, but it's not impossible. You see, you just kind of have to do like that, kind of. I suppose it's not the best. Oh, there we go. Just kind of let's do it like that if you want to do it that way. And another downside to this guy is he doesn't come with an Andrew Garfield face, which is kind of a bummer too, because you want him to have his Peter Parker face so you can have him looking cool without the mask too. But you can get special Andrew Garfield head for him on eBay somewhere. On eBay, people have made custom heads for him and stuff, so you can get that head for him, Andrew Garfield head for him. And his paint job is looking very good. The shiny metallic red and the indigo type blue look really good on him. It just kind of fits his type of style. Andrew Garfield's like style and look, you know. The suit does, which in my opinion all those suits kind of fits like their personalities and styles. You can like one suit or another, but it's just like it just fits their personality and style for the character and what they portrayed as Spider-Man for Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. But I think it just really fits Andrew Garfield's style for this red and blue suit. And the other one, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, is a very good style. Seems to fit his style too. And personality. So, if you do move him a lot and stuff, over time, the paint will rub off. The light went off. Hang on. Sorry about that. The paint will rub off. Be like right here and a little bit on each side of his armpits and on the top of his shoulders. You see? So it will rub off a little bit, but he's looking really good with his paint job. So they did a good job on his paint job. Congratulations to Tamashii Nations. So let's look at his articulation. His head moves up about that far. He got his down, oops, I decapitated him. Sorry, Spidey. There we go. He looks down about that much. Well, and he does have a little bit of paint rub on the back of his neck if you move his neck a lot up and stuff. It just eventually rubs and wears. Moves down that much. You got side to side. And on mine, if you look, the right eye does not line up with his left eye, so that's only on, well, that's on the one I have, and you can't really tell or notice it if you don't like stare at him, like really stare. But I like his head sculpt, and he's looking really good. And here is about how far his arm goes out, which isn't quite that much, just only 90 degrees. But this one, for some reason on mine, is a little bit lower than 90 degrees. That's okay. Then you got his bicep swivel, which can go all the way around. Hang on, let's see if I can. All the way around. Most joints on these figures can go all the way around. His head can go all the way around. Just like creepy for humans. But you got double jointed elbows, got cool looking web shooters on, and his hand can move in all types of directions depending on where you have the movement on the ball peg part, like up and down, or you can do this any type of direction you want. His arm can go all the way around. You got butterfly joints, which are really good going this way, pretty decent going this way, but not so much going back. Just the way they designed it. Mafex does a little better on their movement on their butterfly joints. You got torso crunch, or ab crunch, ab crunch. You got a waist crunch too, I would call it. Like, you would go down that far and go back about. Sorry guys, my battery got too low to walk for the recording. Anyway, so he goes back about that far, and he's got you can got side to side on his torso, and he can turn at the torso too, not so much at the waist. And he's got a thigh swivel, and this one's a little tight, but I've put lube on it and stuff. If your joints are tight, don't ever force them because they will break. You just want to like lube them up and stuff. So there's that. He can kick out about that far. He got double jointed knee. His leg can go back pretty far. And he's got ankle rotation. He can point his foot down that far and point his foot up that far. He can move his ankle like that, in all kinds of crazy directions, just depending on where you have that hinge going up and down or to the side and stuff. He's got the toe going up, and for the special part about the SH Figuarts figures is they have movable butt cheeks. It's just a weird way to put it on a figure, but I mean, it's not the worst, and they have pretty good articulation for the figures. So there's that. And to put his webs on, just take his hand off. You're gonna put get his whip hand, and whichever web you want to put on, his long or short web, kind of like this. You just gotta put the web over that, and then you want to put his hand, so it's gonna look like that, and then just kind of like push on the web and the hand at the same time to do it. Hang on, let's see. Just kind of, oh, hang on, sorry. I'm gonna push on his web and hands. Yes, you wanna I guess to put it on, you wanna hold his hand in his web and then kinda like move the web to the side a little and push on the hand part. Or whichever, just gotta make sure you keep the web staying there and push on the hand too. I guess it would work a little, just kind of experiment on it. But here's what it's gonna look like with his web hand. He's got his web shooters. Cool looking web shooters. But for his web hand, you can see he has the button to push the web, but he doesn't have his fingers on the button, which is kind of odd, but I mean, it is what it is. It looks pretty good. So it's gonna look like that. And then you do the same type of thing with his shoulder web. So now let's take a look at comparing him to other figures. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man next to the retro Marvel Legends Lizard and the Marvel Legends Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The two villains that he's fought in his two movies, and they look really good together. Lizard being the biggest because he's monstrous. And then here's Electro in his blue. So let's take a look at some more figures. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Kraven the Hunter and the Marvel Legends Retro Sandman in their classic looks. And leave a comment if you think it would be an Andrew Garfield's type of character or personality for him to fight Kraven the Hunter. I think it would be kind of interesting. They would go good together, I think. So let's look at a few more figures. Here he is next to the 1990s animated show's Aunt May. And if you're wondering about Aunt May's skirt, I custom made it out of felt. And here he is next to the Spider-Man No Way Home MJ. Looking pretty cool together. Now let's take a look at the last two figures. Here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. And Andrew and Tobey Maguire actually scale pretty good together, their figures do. Because Andrew's supposed to be 5'10" and Tobey Maguire is supposed to be 5'8", so that looks about right. See? And here's the Mayfax's Amazing Spider-Man 2, which he was my first Mayfax figure, and he's broken. So life lessons with Spidey is don't fight your siblings for a toy, or don't throw your toys in anger, because the end result won't be good. Okay, and now remember when I told you that the hands that it came with, his peg hole is not directly 180 degrees to the hand, like straight down into the hand. It's kind of at an angle. So I'll show you. You have to kind of, you don't want to put it in straight in like this. You want to put it in a little at an angle, like so. And the reason for that is, the reason for it being at an angle is so he can get more down movement when he's grabbing his web, so it can look cool when he's swinging. And overall, I think this figure is a really good figure. One of the best Andrew Garfield's figures out there, if not the best in my opinion. And if you have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 from Mayfax, his accessories, like the backpack, will fit on this guy, so you can make him look even cooler with the accessories from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure. Like so. Here's his backpack on him, so now he can go to school. And he has his firefighter hose and his firefighter hat. You can put his hat on him. Now I can go help the firefighters. And he's got his skateboard. He can go skateboarding into town. Random fact time. I'm very flexible. If that made your hits hot, leave a like. I'll catch you in the next one.